Hello everyone and welcome to the Chelmsford Forum right here in Chelmsford Billerica line, where tonight is the Chelmsford Lions hosting the Acton Boxborough Colonials right here this evening. Now Chelmsford coming into tonight's game overall is 4 wins against 1 loss. That was before the year 2001, but right now this is their first game into the new year. Tonight, starting off against Acton Boxborough. Their last game against Waltham, that was at the Songus Arena in Lowell, where they lost by a score of 3-1 to Waltham. Now we're taking a look at the Chelmsford players making their way to the ice. If you would like to watch some of these games on Chelmsford Telemedia, you can check out our webpage at www.chelmsfordtv.org. So, or if you have any questions or comments about these games, you can email us at studio@chelmsfordtv.org. Or you can call up the Chelmsford Telemedia station at 251-5143. Now we're going to introduce to you the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's game between Acton Boxborough Colonials and the Chelmsford Lions. Here are the starting lineup for tonight's game. First, for Acton Boxborough. In goal, number 35, John Labisi. On defense, number 7, Chris Pastor. On defense, number 6, Tony Maselli. At left wing, number 17, Pat McCarthy. At right wing, number 4, Matt Dorsey. And at center, number 16, Kevin Francis. Head coach Bruce Carter and the rest of the Acton Boxborough Colonials. And now the starting lineup for the Chelmsford Lions. In goal, number 24, Scott Silva. On defense, number 5, Chris Papadakis. On defense, number 14, Nick Hansen. At left wing, number 10, Richie Good. At right wing, number 2, Sean Patno. And at center, number 18, Todd Fletcher. Head coach Jack Fletcher and the rest of the Chelmsford Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, you all please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, this is our first game into the new year. In goal for Chelmsford, number 24, Scott Silva. And John Ravisi in net for Acton Boxborough.
Plumbing, heating, and air conditioner. At tonight's game, sponsored by AR Plumbing, Heating, and AC.
This game between Chelmsford Lions and Acton Boxborough Colonials is brought to you and sponsored in part by AOT Plumbing and Heating and AC. Harry J. Ayotte. For all your plumbing and heating needs, call them at 251-1000. And now we're all ready and set. As Kevin Francis for Acton Boxborough up against number that was Todd Fletcher taking the face off for Chelmsford at mid-ice, and play is called offsides. Face off will be right outside the Acton Boxborough line. It'll be Francis against Hansen taking the face off. Apostolaco is clearing it back in. Picked up by Francis, dumping it in to number 17, Pat McCarthy. In along the boards. And Chelmsford trying to clear it back out. Sean Patno clearing it back in. Caster off the boards. Fletcher trying to keep it in. Does. And he's hooked down on the play. No call. Apostolakos tees it off. Shot. Score! Chris Apostolakos gets the goal for Chelmsford. So Apostolakos, 45 seconds into the game, gets the first goal of the game for Chelmsford. Back for it is number 21, Jim Scanlon off the boards. Scott Silva stops it off. Shot by Josh Ackernecht. And here goes Acton Boxborough. Mike Lisanto clearing it in. Stopped by Scott Silva. And Tim Daly back for it around the boards. Acton Boxborough trying to put it out in front. Good play by Matt Frazier for Chelmsford all the way down. And it's icing as David Bishop touches the puck back in the Acton Boxborough end. 13:24 remaining here in the first period, 1-0 the score. Apostolakos gets the first goal of the game for Chelmsford, leading 1-0. Castor keeping it in for Acton Boxborough, and here comes Steve Valeri to Apostolakos trying to keep it in, but Acton Boxborough back in their own end. Capstead clearing it in for Acton Boxborough. Nick Hansen clearing it out, but it couldn't, as they're trying to clear it out. And Lavelle. Adam Lavelle clearing it back in. Hansen keeping it in. Good job by Hansen. Shot goes wide. Steve Valeri keeping it in. Apostolakos keeping it in. Puts it back in the corner. Out in front and covered up as Andy Lavelle was on the attack. 12-16 remaining in the first period. 1-0 the score. The only goal by Chelmsford by number 5, Chris Apostolakos. Todd Fletcher taking the face-off. And Jim Scanlon keeping it in. And Daly clears it back in. And Smith up along the boards. And on the attack is number 16, Tim Daly. And a face-off right in the Chelmsford end. Quick shot by number 17, Pat McCarthy for Acton Boxborough. And here comes Chelmsford breaking out on their own end by Fletcher. Goes it up, back, Daly. All the way up to Todd Fletcher. Fletcher moving up. Nice move by Fletcher. But broken up by number 14, Brett Smith of Acton Boxborough, up to number 8, Eric Rotula. And here comes Richie Burt. Too far ahead of Todd Fletcher. Back for it, number 21, Jim Scanlon. Scanlon, good maneuvering. Clearing it up. And all the way down on the Acton Boxborough end. Back for it is number 14, Brett Smith. Brett Smith moving it up. Clearing it. Caught by number 16, Tim Daly. All the way over. Picked up by Matt Frazier. Ooh, and a good hit by number 16, Tim Daly, on number 8, Eric Rotula. And we got a offsides. 10:33 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score. Chelmsford. So only goal by number 5, Chris Apostolakos. Face off outside of the Acton Boxborough line. Andy Lavelle on the face off for Chelmsford. Going back for it is number 14, Nick Hansen. Hansen around the boards for Brian Jenkins. And Castor keeping it in for Acton Boxborough. Zach Osteen around the boards. And cleared out by John McIsaac. Picked up by Zach O'Stein. And here comes number 18. That was Kevin Capstad. Zach O'Stein around the boards. And Lavelle trying to move it in. And offsides as Brian Jenkins tries to move the puck back in the zone. Face-off outside the line with 9:50 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score in favor of Chelmsford by Chris Apostolakos. Sean Patno taking the face-off with Todd Fletcher and Richie Burt. And here goes Richie Burt over the line. Backhands, goes wide. Patno in on the rebound. Picked up by number 14, Brett Smith. Smith moving up. Acton Boxborough, quick shot. Good glove save by Scott Silva, hangs on. And there's a whistle. Good save by Scott Silva. Face off inside the Chelmsford end. 9:28 remaining here in the first period. Fletcher taking the face off. And Jim Scanlon around the boards, up into the back of the netting, which is on the top of the boards, top of the glass. So face off back to where it was before, to the left of Scott Silva. And Jim Scanlon moving it out. Good play by Josh Acton along the boards. Around the boards, David Bishop around the boards, in front. Daly tees it off, blocked. And here comes Acton Boxborough. Mike Lasanto moving in, looking for help. Shot, save, rebound, backhanded, and saved by Silva. And that shot was by Mike Shostak. And Steve Valerio around the boards, picked up around by Andy Lavelle. Back around the boards, clearing it up, back out, all the way down. No icing on the call. Back for it is number 7 for Chris Zaxter. And cleared out by number 6, that was Tony Pacelli. And clear back in, we got a offsides call. Steve Valeri trying to move the puck out, but Acton Boxborough broke up the play and cleared it back in. That was the call offsides. 8:08 remaining here in the first period, 1-0 the score. Todd Fletcher on the faceoff. Ties up by Scott Silver once again. Todd Fletcher's out there with Sean Patno and Richie Burt. With Nick Hansen and Chris Apostolakos on defense. Hansen has the puck around the boards for Apostolakos, who has the only goal for Chelmsford right now. And here goes Fletcher over the line. But broken up by number 7. Zakasker. And here goes number 6, Tony Pacelli. Apostolakos in on the attack. Picked up by Hansen, clears it up all the way too far ahead. Picked up by Patno, shot and a save by John Ravisi. A great opportunity for Chelsea to score with 7:21 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score. Chris Apostolakos, the only goal in the game for Chelmsford, as Chelmsford leads 1-0. Face off outside the Acton Boxborough line. On the face-off, Bishop Daly for Jim Scanlon, and Bishop clearing it back in. Bishop keeping it in the corner to number 17, Matt Frazier. Frazier tied up along the boards. Bishop trying to come back and help, but here goes Acton Boxborough on the attack. Number 3, which is Mike Lasanto, clearing it boards, but number 21, Jim Scanlon around the boards. And Daly back around for Scanlon. Scanlon But Acton Boxborough right out in front, nobody there. And picked up by number 12, Josh Ackernecht. And here goes Chelmsford. Shot by Matt Frazier, goes wide over the net. Quick shot, hit the side of the net. David Bishop helping out in the corner, trying to dig the puck free. Quick shot by number 21, Jim Scanlon. In the corner, number 12, Josh Ackernecht. But broken up by Acton Boxborough, clears it all the way back down. This is an icing call with 6 minutes remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score in favor of Chelmsford. Chris Apostolakos, number 5 for Chelmsford, the only goal of the game. With 45 seconds into the game. Out in front. Cleared out by Acton Boxborough, by Pacelli. Shot saved by Silva, but that was by Castor from Acton Boxborough. Apostolakos around the boards, looking for number 8, John McIsaac. Acton Boxborough keeping it in. Quick shot by Kevin Capstead. Quick shot. Nice save by Silva. Apostolakos in the corner, clearing it out. Castor keeping it in. Apostolakos has the puck around the boards, almost hits the ref. And cleared out. And clearing it in by Nick Hansen. Chelsea trying to get a quick change. And Apostolakos broken it up, cleared it back in, but here comes Capstead clearing it back out. Good hit by Apostolakos. And cleared out by Nick Hansen, but here comes shot saved by Silva. Apostolakos around the boards looking for Richie Burt. Burt's got Todd Fletcher, but hits Patno on the right-hand side, right over, broken up. But here goes Fletcher, shot, goes over the net. Good play by Todd Fletcher. Richie Burt looking for Todd Fletcher around the boards, trying to get out in front. Patno in along the boards. Puck almost tied up there along the boards. Puck is loose in the corner. And Sean Patno trying to put out in front. And they cleared out all the way back. Apostolakos clearing it back in. And here goes Smith. There's the McCarthy. Shot saved by Silva. That was a good shot by Kevin Francis. Nice save by Scott Silva. Around the boards. Frazier trying to clear it out. Around the boards is Apostolakos. Apostolakos kept back in by number 8, Eric Rotula. Here goes Apostolakos. Has Frazier, but broken up by Smith at mid-ice. Brought back in by Apostolakos. 3:30 left to play here in the first period. Apostolakos has the only goal for Chelmsford right now. Apostolakos. Another shot blocked by Eric Rotula. Around the boards. Picked up by number 14, Nick Hansen. Shot. Save by Ravisi. Here goes number 14 around the board. That was Brett Smith. Rotula clearing it out. This is going to be icing. 2:55 remaining here in the first period. 1-0 the score in favor of Chelmsford. We're coming to you from the Chelmsford Forum, right on the Chelmsford-Billerica line. Chelmsford will be on the road for the next 2 games against Tewksbury at Janus Rink and at Andover at the Valley Forum. That's right on the campus of Merrimack College. Cleared back out. Cleared back in by Valeri. Valeri in the corner. Andy Lavelle on the attack. All the way back for Daly. Daly. Steve Valeri. Valeri taps it in. Around the boards. They're trying to clear it out. Great job of keeping it in. Backhand by Lavelle. Daly trying to keep it in. Valeri, shot, glove save. Picked up by number 19, Jamie Vesti, and the whistle's blown. That was dislodged. 2:04 remaining here in the first period, 1-0 the score. Chelmsford's next home game is on the 13th of January against Billerica. That game will be at the Forum here on Saturday, the 13th of January at 7:20 p.m. So that's going to be a very big game for Chelmsford. We'll have the Tewksbury game for you on the 6th at Janice Rink, and we'll have we'll try to get you the Andover game at the Valley Forum on next Wednesday. Cleared it back out by number 10. Gary Walsh. Chelmsford on a power play right now. And Acton Boxborough clears it all the way down to the Chelmsford end. They got about almost a minute left on their power play. This is the first power play of the evening for Chelmsford. And Fletcher to Patno. Patno, quick shot save. Fletcher on the rebound save and ties it up. Richie Burt trying to get the loose puck, but he was held on by John Ravisi of Acton Boxborough. 1:25 remaining here in the first period. 52 seconds left on the Chelmsford power play. So Sean Patno, they're changing up defense as Apostolakos and Nick Hansen out on defense for Chelmsford. Patno centering Fletcher and Richie Burt. Fletcher, quick shot blocked by number 6. That was Tony Pacelli. Nick Hansen for Apostolakos clearing it in. Pacelli trying to clear it back out. Hansen keeping it in for Apostolakos. Apostolakos quick shot, save, hangs on. Apostolakos looking for a second goal of the game. We've got a 1:08 left to play here in the first period. 34 seconds left on the power play for Chelmsford. Fletcher taking the face-off. Patno standing at the top of the circle right behind Fletcher. Dick Hansen covering the point just in case the puck goes back. In front, clearing it all the way down to the Chelmsford end.
1 minute left in the period. 1 minute.
Less than a minute to play here in the first period. 20 seconds left on the power play. Fletcher and offsides as Richie Burt was just offsides by a step. So we've got 16 seconds left on the power play for Chelmsford. 50 seconds left in the first period. Fletcher will be taking the face-off. Acton Boxborough clearing it out. Apostolakos for Hansen. Looking for Fletcher. Hits a skate, but cleared back in by Pacelli. Nick Hansen back for it. That'll just about do it in the power play. Chelmsford 0 for 1 on their power play right now. 30 seconds left in the first period. And here goes Richie Burt. Across for Fletcher, but broken up. But shot by Sean Patno and a save by Ravisi. 20 seconds left to play here in the first period. 1-0 the score. Early goal by Apostolakos. 45 seconds into the game at 14:15 on the first period. David Bishop on the face-off. Now. And Acton Boxborough clears it back. Back forward is Daly. Tim Daly. Off the boards, looking for number 17, Matt Frazier. Frazier clearing it in. And Acton Boxborough clears it back out by number 14. That's Brett Smith. And here goes Chelmsford, and that'll be it. As Tim Daly trying to clear it back in the Acton Boxborough line. And the buzzer sounds at the end of the first period. Chelmsford 1. Acton Boxborough nothing. As we see both teams filing off for the first period intermission. We'll be back for second period action. Coming to you from the Forum in Chelmsford. We're taking a look at the coaches going off the ice. Head coach Jack Fletcher with the assistant coach Tom Gallagher, Brad Morgan, Jason Fletcher, and also Paul Doherty. Also the JV team won this evening before this game by a score of 4-1 against Acton Boxborough. But we'll be back to the Chelmsford Forum right after this as Chelmsford leads 1-0 over Acton Boxborough. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the Chelmsford Forum, where Chelmsford Lions is hosting the Acton Boxborough Colonials. And this game is sponsored by Ayotte Plumbing and Heating and AC, owned by Harry J. Ayotte. You can give him a call at 251-1000 for all your heating and plumbing and air conditioning needs. Now Chelmsford leads Acton Boxborough by a score of 1-0. Chris Apostolakos, 45 seconds into the game. So they lead 1-0. This is the second period. I'd just like to mention to you that there are a couple of alumni that used to come from these two teams. From Chelmsford is John Morris and Phil Bork. And also one of the well-known goalies for Acton Boxborough is Tom Barrasso. So quick shot by Fletcher, rebound, saved by Ravisi. And kept in by Patno. Getting back into the second period action right here. This game brought to you by Chelmsford Telemedia, serving the Chelmsford community. Over the line and broken up by Sean Patno. Cleared up by Nick Hansen, clearing it back in. And Hansen clearing it back in and cleared out by number 4, Matt Geraci. Sean Patno trying to keep it in. Fletcher's got the puck. Todd Fletcher moving it up. Coming down the left wing side, clearing it in. Richie Burt trying to keep it in. And here goes, oh, good hit by Nick Hansen on number 16. Kevin Francis, picked up by Apostolakos, who has got the only goal for Chelmsford. Chelmsford trying to get a quick change here. Around the boards, Nick Hansen trying to keep it in. And here comes number 3, Mike Lasanto. Lasanto for number 8, Eric Rotoya. Shot goes wide of Silva. Hansen around the boards for Apostolakos, looking for number 17, Matt Frazier. Frazier off the boards. Right across for Hansen. Hansen shot, save, rebound. Backhand by Frazier. Shot goes wide. Actually, that was number 12, Josh Ackernecht. And Ackernecht on the attack. Shot by Hansen. Deflected by one of the defenders of Acton Boxborough, goes wide. Puts it all the way back in the Chelmsford end, no icing. Back forward is Apostolakos. Apostolakos clearing it up for Frazier. Back for Hansen. Hansen across. Good hit by number 22. That's Brian Jenkins in on the attack. And a good hit there. And Hansen clearing it back in, and that was Ackernecht in on the attack also as well. Good hit by Ackernecht, number 12. Face-off will be outside the Acton Boxborough line. 12:25 remaining in the second period. 1-0 the score. Chelmsford The only goal in the first period by Chris Apostolakos. And Fletcher took the face off for Chelmsford. Tim Daly looking to get it out of his own end. Richie Burt for Sean Patno. Patno in the corner. Sean Patno still trying to get the puck out in front. Picked up by number 4, Mac Geraci. Fletcher in front. Picked up by, here goes Acton Boxborough. Pacelli clearing it in for Acton Boxborough. And here goes Fletcher over the line, but he's ridden off, but regains control up on the right wing side. Quick shot. Shot goes wide. And Todd Fletcher in the corner. Back for Daly. Shot goes wide. Shot by number 21, Jim Scanlon, and it goes up into the stands. Saved by Rovisi. 11:17 remaining here in the second period. A couple of scoring chances for Chelmsford. As one of the fans throws the puck back on the ice. Face off in the Acton Boxborough line. And to the left of John Rovisi. Quick shot, wide of Silva, right on the net. Hansen pokes it off right out in front, nobody there. And John McCoy is clearing it out. Quick shot by Zach Osteen, and it goes up into the back of the net. 10:53 remaining here in the second period. 1-0 the score. And David Bishop taking the face off. Right across for Ackernecht. Cleared out by Acton Boxborough. And Ackernecht trying to center out in front. Broken up, but here comes number 19, Jamie Vesti, off the boards. Vesti clearing it back in. Around the boards, picked up by Zach Osteen. Matt Frazier in on the attack, up for Ackernecht. Ackernecht moving in, backhands it. That goes wide. And Acton Boxborough getting a quick change here. And no, they wave off the icing. Chelmsford getting a quick change here. Hansen clearing it back in. Oh, and Hansen couldn't keep it in. Picked up by Richie Burt. Looking for Todd Fletcher, but too far ahead. And it's going to be icing on Acton Boxborough. 9:28 remaining here in the second period. 1-0 the score in favor of Chelmsford. Chelmsford looking for their 5th win of the season. First win of the new year also as well. And Richie Burt taking the face off. Richie Burt trying to keep it in, but brought out by number 4. That was Matt Geraci. And Daly around the boards. Daly in the corner. And picked up by number 21, Jim Scanlon. And here goes Sean Patno are broken up by Acton Boxborough. Quick shot saved by Silva. There's a shot by Pacelli from Acton Boxborough. Here goes Sean Patno over the line, but broken up. And here comes Acton Boxborough over the line by number 9 by Matt Rotola. And Chelmsford broke it up by Jim Scanlon. Picked up by Tim Daly. Daly off for Jim Scanlon. Scanlon cross for Patno, clearing it in. Trying to get a big line change here for Chelmsford. And there goes Acton Boxborough. Lavelle trying to break up the play. Pacelli trying to clear it in. Richie Burt's got to get a change up here. Shot, save, and hangs onto it. As Scott Silva hangs onto it, Richie Burt will change up. We got 7:50 remaining here in the second period. 1-0 the score. The only goal by Apostolakos. Andy Lavelle will be taking the face-off against number 15, Curtis Giasanti. Hansen around the boards. McIsaac in on the attack there. Shot saved by Silva, rebound. Great saves by Scott Silva. In on the attack. Shot, save, deflected wide over the net. And picked up by number 8, John McIsaac, clearing it up and out. Chelmsford trying to get a quick change. And off the boards, picked up by Hansen. Hansen clearing it back in. Stopped by Ravisi. And we got 6:57 left to play here in the second period. 1-0 the score. Acton Boxborough had a few chances on Scott Silva, but Silva came up with a couple of big stops for Chelmsford, trying to keep him in the game. Ackerneck will be taking the face-off. David Bishop staying at the top of the circle. And also number 17, Matt Frazier's out there for Chelmsford with Nick Hansen and Apostolakos on defense. And there goes Matt Geraci over the line. Good hit by Nick Hansen. Picked up by Apostolakos. Apostolakos too far ahead. Walsh keeping it in for Acton Boxborough. Francis keeping it in also. Cleared out. And here goes David Bishop. Bishop across. Shot. Save by Ravisi. And around the boards. Ackerneck. Shot goes wide. Matt Frazier with that shot there. Matt Frazier almost had a couple goals there. Set up by Bishop. Stopped by Silva. Picked up by Apostolakos. Picked up by Bishop. Bishop. Cross for Hansen. Hansen trying to dump it in. Ackerneck clearing it in. And Patno trying to keep it in. The Todd Fletcher line out there. Sean Patno trying to get out in front. Fletcher keeping it in. He's got Richie Burt in front. Shot deflected wide. Good setup by Fletcher to Burt. Yeah. And Apostolakos, quick shot, save, rebound. Puck's loose. Fletcher turnaround shot, blocked. Great opportunities by Chelmsford. Almost 5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Great opportunity for Chelmsford. Right here in the second period. Acton Boxborough trying to clear, trying to change up here. And Jim Scanlon trying to clear it out. Sean Padno looking for Fletcher over the line. Picked up by Richie Burt. Richie Burt. It's got Fletcher right out in front by Padno. And picked up by Acton, Boxborough, number 18, Kevin Capstead. Chelmsford trying to get a quick change here. Richie Burt clearing it in. It's going to be icing on Chelmsford with 4:18 remaining here in the second period. Great opportunity by both teams here in the second period, but no one has scored yet here in the second period. Chelmsford's got at least 5 more home games. 6 more home games after this one here. Oh, great pass from Acton to Frazier. But Acton Boxborough trying to clear it out. And Scanlon keeping it in. Cleared it back out, but Daly clears it back in, and we have a penalty coming up on Acton Boxborough. Well, maybe not. Face off right near mid-ice. David Bishop with Ackernecht, and also Matt Frazier with Daly, and also Scanlon on defense. Scanlon around the boards, picking up Frazier. Frazier right across for Ackernecht. Ackernecht, good move, picked up by Bishop. Bishop, shot, save. Ackernecht trying to get the rebound. Ackernecht back for Scanlon. Could not keep it in. Scanlon right across for Daly. Daly off the board. Picked up by Bishop. Bishop moving in. Around the boards. Picked up by number 27, Mike Mazzoni. Cleared all the way back down to the Chelmsford end. Picked up by Tim Daly. Daly. Too far ahead of number 22, Brian Jenkins. Daly trying to keep it in. Good hit by Jenkins. Around the boards, picked up by Vesti and along the corner, but John McIsaac trying to keep it in for Chelmsford. Daly keeping it in. And shot by number Andy Lavelle deflects wide, but picked up by number 22, Brian Jenkins in the corner, battling with number 14, Brett Smith. Acton Boxborough trying to move it out, and Jim Scanlon keeping it in. And this will be icing on Acton Boxborough. 2:11 remaining here in the second period, 1-0 the score. Favor Chelmsford. Chris Apostolakos, the only goal for Chelmsford. That goal came early in the first period. Seconds into the first period was the goal by Apostolakos. Hansen, shot goes wide. Zach Osteen, shot broken up right out in front. Pacelli putting it in. Zach Osteen around the boards looking for, cleared out by Hansen up to Sean Patno. Sean Patno for Fletcher. Fletcher, Patno, and broken up. Shot by Osteen and goes wide. Great job by Patno, but broken up. Nice save by Silva, hangs on, and a whistle. 1:30 remaining. Great job by Fletcher and Patno. And also Richie Burt, the first line for Chelmsford. Face off will be to the left of Scott Silva. with 1:30 remaining here in the second period. 1-0 the score. David Bishop clears it up and out. Frazier right out looking for Acton. Picked up by Hansen. Shot goes wide. Zach Osteen keeps it in. Jason Acton around the boards. Bishop. Last minute to play in the second period. Zach Osteen picked up Acton, but tries. Ooh, and a penalty coming up on Chelmsford. David Bishop will be going off for tripping with 49 seconds remaining, and that'll continue on into the third period. Jason Fletcher, along with Sean Patno, the penalty killers for Chelmsford. Daly clearing it up off of Patno's skate. So this is the first power play opportunity for Acton Boxborough. His for hooking was a penalty on Bishop. And Patno broken up at mid-ice. 19 seconds left in the second period. With 18 seconds left in the second period, they wave off the goal because the whistle already blew. Face off to the left of Scott Silva. Capstead taking the face off for against Acton. Hansen. Out in front, and I'll just about do it in the second period. So the score stands at 1-0 in favor of Chelmsford. And Chris Apostolakos, the only goal for Chelmsford. That only came in the first period, 45 seconds into the period. No goals in this period at all. But Chelmsford's got 6 games remaining here at the Forum against Billerica on the 13th. And then on Saturday the 20th against Hingham. Wednesday the 24th against Haverhill. Saturday the 27th against Central Catholic. Saturday, February 3rd against Tewksbury. And also Saturday the 10th against Arlington Catholic. And we'll be right back as we're taking a look at the coaches for Chelmsford High School. Following off, we'll be right back right after this. Back to third period action right here on Chelmsford Telemedia, channel 22, where tonight it is Chelmsford Lions hosting the Acton Boxborough Colonials here at the Chelmsford Forum. This game is sponsored by Ayotte Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning. Owner Harry J. Ayotte. You can call him at 251-1000 for your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning needs. Chelmsford leading 1-0. All their scoring was in the first period by Chris Apostolakos, 45 seconds into the game. Now Chelmsford's next game is at Tewksbury at the Janus Rink at 6 o'clock on the 6th. And then Wednesday the 10th at Andover at the Valley Forum on the campus of Merrimack College at 6 o'clock. And then they come back home against the host Billerica on the 13th here at the Forum at 7:20. Then they head out on the road against Methuen at 7:10 p.m. here on the 17th. They come back for 3 home games, which I'll tell you about a little bit later. And start of third period action. Smith, shot saved by Scott Silva, hangs on. Only 9 seconds ticked off the clock in this third period. Sean Patino taking the face-off. Along with Todd Fletcher as trying to kill off the power play. That was the hook and call on Bishop, and that was in the second period. So nice save by Scott Silva. Big round of applause by the Chelmsford faithful here at the Chelmsford Forum. 13 seconds left on Acton Boxborough's power play. Todd Fletcher taking the face-off, along with Sean Patino, who is a penalty killer for Chelmsford. And Chelmsford clears it out. That'll just about do it. Chelmsford back at full strength now. Both teams 0 for 1 in their power plays. Sean Patino, right for Fletcher, shot off the skate and saved by Ravisi. That went off the skate of number 14, Brett Smith. As Fletcher was taking a shot, went off Smith's skate and caught by John Ravisi. David Bishop centering Frazier and Ackernecht with Apostolakos and Hansen on defense. And here comes, oh, good hit by Apostolakos. And Apostolakos trying to clear it out, kept it back in by Acton Boxborough. Cleared in by Castor. Picked up by Apostolakos for Hansen. Hansen back for Apostolakos. Apostolakos trying to get away from Mike Lasanto out in front. And picked up by, kept back in by number 8, Eric Rotoya. Out in front, nobody there. Picked up by Bishop, possible maybe 3-on-2, but Ackernecht. And he was tripped up, and Ackernecht is hurt on the play as he was ridden off the play. But he seems to be fine. He's walking it off. Face off outside the Acton Boxborough line. Andy Lavelle taking the face off for Chelmsford, picked up by Steve Valeri. Acton Boxborough trying to move it out. And cleared in by Kevin Capstad. Picked up by Daly. Daly around the boards looking for Jim Scanlon off number 8. That was John McIsaac. But picked up by, that was Gary Walsh to Brett Smith for Acton Boxborough. And here comes Andy Lavelle over the line. McIsaac trying to clear it free. Shot by Jim Scanlon goes over the net. Daly Valeri, quick shot, score! Tim Daly. Tim Daly getting the goal. Chelmsford leads 2-0. Acton Boxborough needs at least 3 goals in order to win this game. Chelmsford trying to hold them off. Right out in front. Shot saved by Silva. Rebound. And a nice save by Scott Silva, who's been a standout for Chelmsford. Chelmsford only has 8 goals against. And they have 22 goals for this season. And here goes Patno on the breakaway shot, save by Ravisi. Offsides at the call. So Andy Lavelle and also Steve Valeri getting the assists on Tim Daly's goal. 11:33 remaining here in this third period and in the game. Chelmsford leads 2-0. Goals by Apostolakos and Tim Daly. Daly. And cleared in by Jim Scanlon. Back by Jim Scanlon. Over to Tim Daly. Daly for Bishop. Bishop too far ahead of Ackernecht. Ackernecht around the boards. And cleared out by number 8, Eric Rotoya. And here goes Bishop. Bishop moving in. And net is dislodged, but that's what the whistle was for. Net was dislodged. Steve Valeri taking the face off. Apostolakos shots goes wide and cleared out. Apostolakos breaks it up. Apostolakos, nice pass up to Valeri. Valeri. Shot by Dave Commons and a save by Ravisi. Around the boards. Apostolakos clearing it back in. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. And Valeri clearing it back in. Cleared back, trying to clear back out by Brett Smith. Smith trying to clear it back out. Capstead trying to clear it back out for Acton and Boxborough. Out in front. And Brian Jenkins almost had that puck in the net. Picked up by Hansen around the boards for Apostolakos. And Valeri. Chelmsford trying to get a quick change as Dave Commons trying to clear it in. All the way down to Chelmsford end, right out in front, score. Acton Boxborough pulls within 1. Showstack, number 5, with the goal. Daly off for Jim Scaling, clearing it in. Chelmsford out in front. Daly trying to keep it in, but couldn't contain it. Possible 2-on-1. Shot. Couldn't connect. Out in front again. Quick shot. Picked up by Richie Burt. Richie Burt. And
number 5, Mike Shewsack. Assist number 14, Glenn Smith. Time of goal, 5 minutes, 26 seconds. 17, 5, 14, 5.
Pat McCarthy getting the goal for Acton Boxborough from Showstack. Patno clearing it in the corner. Right out in front. Fletcher shot goes wide. Rebound poked away. That was poked away by number 6, and Tony Pacelli. Kept in by Jim Scanlon from the point. In the corner. Picked up by Pacelli. Pacelli right across to Eric Ratoya. Picked up by Tim Daly. Daly trying to waste some time here, try to kill some time. Too far ahead of Fletcher, couldn't contain it. Picked up by Richie Burt. Richie Burt clearing it in. Chelmsford trying to get a quick change here. And broken up by Bishop. And Vesti clearing it back in for Acton Boxborough. And they couldn't keep it in at the line. Pastelakos. Right up for Bishop. Bishop clearing it in. And tied up by Ravisi. 7:43 remaining here in the first period. 2-1 the score in favor of Chelmsford. Pastelakos scored in the first period. Tim Daly scored in the third. And then Pat McCarthy scored for Acton Boxborough to get, and so Chelmsford's got a 1-goal lead. Chelmsford trying to hold on to that 1-goal lead. And it's icing on Acton Boxborough. Face off to the right of John Ravisi. And again, icing on Acton Boxborough with 7:28 remaining here. Frazier taking the face off, backhand rebound, and out in front. Frazier back for Pastelakos, quick shot, save. And picked up by number 16, Kevin Francis. Shot goes wide and picked up by Silva and hangs on to it. 7:06 remaining here in the third period and in the game. 2-1 the score. Goals by Chris Pastelakos and Tim Daly for Chelmsford. Pat McCarthy for Acton Boxborough. Picks up the puck around the boards, off, and clears it all the way back down to Ravisi. Andy Lavello trying to get something going here around the boards. As Steve Valeri keeping it in. And Acton Boxborough clears it out. This might be... Oh, they wave off the icing. And Jim Scanlon puts it around the boards. Acton Boxborough trying to get something going here as well. Shot blocked. Another shot. Broken up right in front of the net. Quick shot wide of Silva. And a penalty coming up on Chelmsford with 6:05 remaining. And that will be on number 21, Jim Scanlon. So Acton Boxborough will go on their second power play. They're 0 for 1 in their power play of the evening. Fletcher and Patino, the penalty killers for Chelmsford, with Tim Daly and Hansen. Broken up there by Fletcher. And a whistle on the play. Faceoff will be outside the line. 5:48 remaining, 1:07 left on the power play for Acton Boxborough. Chelmsford trying to... David Bishop and Richie Burt.
Penalty to number 21, Jim Scanlon, 1 minute and 30 seconds of clock seconds. Battle eliminated in 55 seconds.
Tied up by Scott Silva. Nick Hansen trying to clear it out, but it bounced back out right in front of Scott Silva. Seconds left on Acton Boxborough's power play. Acton Boxborough trying to get something going here. Chelmsford playing the box. Good play by Hansen. Hansen's held up, no call. Shot goes wide to Silva. Nice save by Scott Silva. And the faceoff will be to the left of Scott Silva. 28 seconds left on the power play for Acton Boxborough. 5:03 remaining here in the game. Chelmsford leads 2-1. And a great game so far. They had both teams had a scoreless second period. Most scoring done in this period here. Save by Silva. Shot deflected wide. And cleared out by Chelmsford. And it's offsides. 3 seconds left on the power play. And Acton Boxborough will be 0 for 2 on their power play. Face off outside the Chelmsford line. 4:37 remaining here in the game. 3 seconds left on the power play. And Chelmsford, that'll just about do it. Chelmsford kills off that power play. Chelmsford back at full strength. And delay called offside is the call. 4:28 remaining here in the game. The score for Chelmsford. Apostolakos and Daly scores for Chelmsford, and also Pat McCarthy for Acton Boxborough. Apostolakos back in his own end. Picked up by number 21, Jim Scanlon. Scanlon off on the right wing side, but broken up by Acton Boxborough. Broken up by Sean Patno. He's got Richie Bird out in front. Shot goes wide. Apostolakos, quick shot. Almost finds its way in. Apostolakos, quick shot, save, rebound. Save by Ravisi. 3:48 remaining in the game. Face off to the right of John Ravisi. Lavelle taking the face-off with Brian Jenkins and also John McIsaac. Acton Boxborough trying to move it out. They do, and Francis on the attack, moving in, breakaway shot, score. Francis ties up the game with 3:31 remaining in the game. So it's a tie game at 2-2. Number 16, Kevin Francis, one of the captains of Acton Boxborough, goes on a breakaway and shoots it up in the left-hand corner. So we have a tie score. Hoping Chelmsford will come back and score a quick goal right here. Nice save by Scott Silva. Frazier clearing it.
Number 3, Michael Santos. Assist number 10, Gary Wall. Time of the ball, 11 minutes, 49 seconds. 16, 3, 10, 11:49.
And here comes Acton Boxborough again. Nice save by Silva. Another great save by Silva. And Acton Boxborough clears it up into the stands. We got 2:36 remaining in the game. Face off outside the line. Both teams change up. And it's 2-2 the score. Great game on hand. Chelmsford was leading throughout, but now everything is tied up. Fletcher over the line. It's got Richie Burt. Fletcher. Broken up. Ready, trying to center out in front in the corner. Here comes Acton Boxborough. Shot saved by Silva. Around the boards into the stands. 1:54 remaining in the game. To the score. Ah, too far ahead of Bishop. And tied up by Ravisi. Frazier taking the face-off with Bishop and Ackernecht. With Apostolakos and Hansen on the point. Apostolakos shot saved by Ravisi, rebound. Almost in by Chelmsford, but the Acton Boxborough defense comes up with a big save there. And picked up by number 7. There was Tony Zaxter. Nick Hansen has it. Almost a minute remaining here in the game. There goes Ackernecht. Got Frazier. And last minute to play in the game. This might end up in a tie. Shot. Hit the side of the net. Smith over the line. Shot saved by Silva, and a little scuffle out in front with 36 seconds left. This game might end up in a tie. Face off to the left of Scott Silva. Timeout called by, looks like by Chelmsford. We're taking a look at the Chelmsford bench as Fletcher's going over a game plan for the last 36 seconds left in this game. It was Chelmsford had a 2-0 lead. Goals by Chris Apostolakos and Tim Daly. And then in the third period, well, Tim Daly made it 2-0 in the third period. And then Pat McCarthy and then Kevin Francis scored for Acton Boxborough to tie this game up at 2 apiece. Now, when after Chelmsford plays Bill Ricca on the 13th, they'll again play at home on the 20th against Hingham at 7:20 on the 20th. Then the 24th against Haverhill at 7:30, and then again at Central Catholic, the one they beat up in Salem, New Hampshire by a score of 7-0. And that'll be here on the 27th at 7:20. And then they play at Manignon in Stoneham at 5 o'clock on Wednesday the 31st. Now we're back to action. Here comes Chelmsford on the attack. Fletcher's shot deflected up into the net. 28 seconds remaining. They're trying to get something going here. Face off in the Acton Boxborough end. 28 seconds left. Tim Daly, Nick Hansen on defense. Tim Daly has one of the goals for Chelmsford. Fletcher on the faceoff with Patno and Richie Burt. Shot saved by Ravisi. In the corner. 20 seconds left. Hansen in the corner. They have to get something out in front. Nobody there. And Francis has it. Hansen's got it. This will be offsides. But it won't matter because that's the end of the game as Chelmsford and Acton Boxborough skate to a 2-2 tie here at the Forum. Now they start off the year 2001 at 0-0-1. So this is their first tie of the season. So Chelmsford's overall record right now is 4-1-1 of the season.